Tom No from FifthRound.com. Got Joseph Benavidez here with me, 135-pound king right now. Joey, tell me what went on in your last fight, man. You're the newest superstar. You're the hottest name right now in the world, almost. What's up, man? What happened in the last fight that propelled you to this next level?
Nothing, man. I just had my last fight last Saturday against Miguel Torres. Some thought, was a pound-for-pound king, and I was ready for that fight, man. It's the fight I envisioned, since I got in the WC. I always wanted that fight, and I was just ready for it. And I always believed in myself that I could beat him. And when I went out there, I never felt more confident and relaxed for the fight. And it just showed. And when I feel like that, confident, relaxed, I just feel unstoppable.
Yeah, you actually look very imposing that night. Both of you guys have very aggressive game plans or styles in general. What made it where you were able to impose your will, where you were pushing him back and you were coming forward the whole time? Because he's an aggressive fighter as well.
Yeah, I think it was just speed. I was a little faster, and he didn't really have a choice when I was out of his punching distance a lot of the way. And then when I did get into his punching distance, I made sure I had my hands up and I was moving in. So I think I could just beat him to the punch at any time. I just had the quickness factor on him.
Were you surprised on relatively how easy it was?
Of course it's a little surprising because you go out there with Miguel Torres and coming out with a win, is surprising. Getting to choke him out is really surprising, because you go in with Miguel Torres and you expect the war. I was going in there, I was ready for death. I was ready to come out banged and bruised and just go through hell, whatever I had to do. So, but when you prepare like that for the worst, sometimes the best happens, and that's just what happened. And I'm fortunate for it. He's a great opponent who's done so much for the weight class, and to fight him is just an experience in itself, and to come out to the win is unbelievable.
Do you think that right now it was kind of a passing of the torch with Miguel?
I think he's still a tough fighter, and he can still be on top of his game and beat most of the division out there. It's just, people are catching up, in such a competitive division. It's a new division, pretty much. So there's just fighters out there like me, Bowles, and Cruz, who people hadn't known about yet, that people are going to see. And there's other guys out there too. So, it's I wouldn't see it as a passing of the torch. I felt like I was always right there, and just finally got to go out there and show everyone what I could do.
Absolutely, not to take anything away from your game for sure. It's just that he had gone 17 straight, and now he's lost 2 in a row. Do you think his confidence has waned at all, or do you think he needs to regroup? I mean, where do you think his career is headed now?
I don't know what he has to do. He's a great champion. I know he's very mentally tough. So, I just think he has to go in there and have a short memory, and realize things like this happen. He has to give some respect to the guys he fought. 2 great fighters, me and Brian Bowles. Bowles caught him, and you get caught with 4-ounce gloves. It happens, and I went out there and got the choke, but he needs to know. Obviously he's one of the best in the world. He can go out there and compete with anyone. So yeah, I'm not worried about him. He's going to do great.
Gotcha. Word is that they're looking not to put you in the next title by possibly Scott Jorgensen or Damacio Page. Sorry. What do you think about that?
I think there's no one out there more deserving of a title shot than me. I've fought the champion already. That's the only reason they wouldn't do the title shot. I think I'm definitely the #1 contender. I just don't know, if they want to see a rematch. But I think I had an off night when I lost to Dominic Cruz. It was a really close fight. We only got to go 3 rounds. We now get to go 5 rounds. And I think since that loss, I've shown I'm a different fighter. I've gone out there and finished 2 guys who were in the top 5 in the world decisively. Knocked out Hani Yahya in a minute and a half, and first person to submit Miguel Torres. I'm a different fighter, and I'd love to go out there and avenge my loss and get the title at the same time. And yeah, I'd be disappointed if it was anything else.
Clearly, they set you guys up where wouldn't it be a drop down for you? Anyone outside of Torres at this point? You co-main evented, you beat him, and then the main event was the title fight, which you walked away with getting more pub than anybody else. It's got to be somewhat of a knock.
Yeah, it would be not a step down in competition, because everyone's tough. Like I was saying, people don't know how tough guys are out there. But there just wouldn't be much for me to gain to fight anyone else. You know, I fought Miguel Torres. The thing after that is a title shot, you know, to fight the next best guy in the world, who now is Dominic Cruz. So, you know, anything else, I just wouldn't have much to gain out of it, you know, and I love those fights where I have something to gain. I think I perform my best, you know, when I'm out there and you know, against the ropes and stuff, and I just have all that to gain. So
what would go differently this time if they called you up and say, hey, you're up next with Cruz right now?
Well, for one, I'd win. I think that, you know, Dominic Cruz is a great opponent. He has an amazing style. I think it'd be a great fight. It'd be one of the best fights. You know, we only got to go 3 rounds, and we've both gotten better since then. You know, he's gotten a little bigger. I've gotten a little bigger. We'd get to go 5 rounds with our pace. I think it'd be one of the best fights that you could ask for. You know, it'd be a high-paced fight, and I'm telling you, man, I just had an off night. Didn't have a great training camp for certain reasons, and you know, I just know I could go out there and beat him.
And as far as your future training, are you going to come down to train at Reign with Mark at all, or is he going to come up and help you? Have you guys worked out a lot in the past with each other?
Yeah. Well, I used to work out with Mark all the time. He helped me a ton on my wrestling. We fought on the same card together in my first WEC fight. And yeah, Mark's a great friend, you know, and this gym's going to continue to grow and have great fighters. So yeah, I'll be down to coming down anytime, you know, and you know, hopefully he can go up there. But yeah, of course I'm down to come up here. It's a great facility. We got a great guy at the head, you know, Mark Munoz, who does great things, and you know, it's only going to get better from here.
Cool. Joseph Benavidez, any special messages to your friends out there that are just stoked on your play of late, man?
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone out there for the support. You know, everyone that's helped me, you know, everyone that cheers for me, everyone, all my people in New Mexico, Sacramento, San Antonio, my sponsors Amp Energy and Warrior Wear, managers at MMA Inc. Thank you guys, man, and follow me on Twitter at JoeB135.
Speaking of Twitter, Joe B, 5th round. Follow us.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, man. Thank you. All right, guys.